G'day, welcome to the Prayer Project podcast, episode 6. My name is Jetta Doroshenko, and I'm joined again by Ian Alexander. How are you today, my friend?
It's a beautiful day today.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. So let's open up this dialogue. I want to talk to you a little bit about mission planning and the group prayers and meditations.
So the mission planning is so important, and the parts that we get together in the group with the prayer group is so important, and it allows you to really get orientated. So we have 2 right now, Sunday and Monday, earlier in the morning, and on Sunday morning, get up early. And of course, the video will be ready for afterwards. And what we do is we go through and we begin with some breath work, and we walk through the prayer process, the cards, and we do that with you. So that we do the process, you do the process. It has a rep to see what it looks like. And we do that on Monday as well with the workshops. And then what we do is we move into where do you want to go? It's a bit on the life coaching side of things to say, what's important to you spiritually? What's important to you financially? What's important to you health-wise? What's important to you family and friends? To really get these categories clear about what you want. And a lot of people haven't spent the time to think, what do they want for their spiritual life? What do they want for their health? What do they want for their family? What do they want for their finances? What do they want for their friends? What do they want for their purpose? And spending time every week, twice a week to really narrow that down and get clear helps you achieve your goal. So the workshops really allow you to spend time to get clear with group and community on what's important to you. So when you take the time to find out and do these workshops and mission plan, you can really understand what are the steps that you need to be successful. So when you take the time to mission plan, to show up, to walk through the process, to walk through the cards, to really narrow down your focus, it's super beneficial.
Yeah. So how can this benefit people directly?
So the way that it can benefit people directly is really giving them an opportunity to review the ideas and ask hard questions. Is that what you really want? Is that what you're focused on? Well, those are diverging ideas. You know, you can't live in Spain and in Portugal at the same time at this moment unless you get bigger auspicious goals. So by understanding what your mission is, what your objective is, where you want to go. So for instance, my mission is to serve God, to serve something greater than myself. And my objective is to really inspire prayer in people. So those are where my basic ideas come from, where my basic orientation is and how I want to move forward. Because if you can really understand what your mission is and plan it out and then review it every week and get really clear on it and take your time to focus down, to pray on what's important to you, it gives you the opportunity to get clear, to get focused so you can find solutions, so you can build a program, so you can have the intention and you can have the life that you want, because unless you write it down, unless you get focused, you certainly can't pray on it.
Yeah, definitely in my personal experience, having a space, a group of people, and the environment to open up a dialogue, to talk about those things, air them out, speak your mind, and also have people that work with these kind of plans and events to kind of guide you and help you on this path, because it's not something that you go out for coffee and just like break into a conversation about, like, hey, this is my mission plan, this is how I stay consistent with it. And like not that people don't want to be supportive, but it takes the tools to talk about that and theory craft, and then actually, you know, show up with consistency and discipline.
And with the consistency and discipline, because you get really focused on your Sunday and Monday, and then you have something to talk about with your prayer partner and with people, and it's about where are your focus, right? Because if you have a community of individuals that's meeting every week, that's a mastermind to focus on over and over again what it is you want. So you can dial it in, and repetition, especially good repetition, creates excellence. So by taking the opportunity to be present, to focus in on what your mission, your objectives, your goals, and your dreams are, it can really be beneficial.
And sharing about what you want to do and being open and proud about what it is that you want and where you're going, and taking the steps to get there can be empowering. Just embodying that that flow of energy and having it be amplified by a group setting.
Because you have a lot of support where people are supporting you in your endeavors, because we're unattached to what your goal is. We want you to achieve that purpose, that passion, that presence, to understand what it is that you want, so you can find your passion, you can find your joy, and you can find that satisfaction. And a lot of people are living other people's lives. They're living jobs, they're living relationships, and they're living friend groups that aren't even theirs, that they think that they should. So a lot of people aren't even clear on what it is that they want. And this can really do that, because it's like a ship on the ocean. You have to constantly be navigating your course, constantly having the conversation of, what do I want? What's important? And what's my mission and purpose?
Great. Well, thanks for sharing about this process, the mission planning, and the workshops that are provided by the Prayer Project. I'd like to wrap up this little podcast right here. Would you do us the honors of a little prayer, my friend?
Absolutely. Divine energies, God eternal, please bless us with clarity on our mission, on our purpose, and our goal. May we have clarity and create systems, tools, programs, and solutions to benefit all involved. Amen.
Amen, brother. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you, everybody, for coming back and listening to the Prayer Project podcast, episode 6. Have a great day.